Well, overall, the big thing for us, I think, is we got to get better on the road. That's a big key for us. We were able to, play well, and in the middle of the week we didn't play well after we did at home back on the road, and then from there came back and were able not to let one loss kind of send us in too much of a tailspin in this business. You don't want to have one loss send you in too long of a tailspin. So we were able to counter that and come back and get Friday night Gunner through really well. Again, our starters have thrown really well. I thought Guillory had a better start, even though we didn't get a win for him at McNeese. He gave up one earned run, I think, through 5. So I think the big key for us is to just continue to grow and try to get comfortable at being uncomfortable on the road. I think that's the biggest thing for us. 5 of the 9 hitters that are in that lineup at times have never played Division I baseball. 2 of them, when they're in there, Castles and Poncho, are true freshmen. So I think the more we just keep playing, the more we keep getting out on the road, hopefully we can continue to get more comfortable. Our batting average and slugging percentage and stolen bases, those kind of things are higher at home than on the road. So the road's always tough in any sport, but to be a champion, you got to be able to win on the road. And so that's our biggest goal right now. So it's fitting that we have that in front of us this week with Tulane, which is who are playing well, and then on into Troy, who's playing well. So we'll have some weather issues to deal with throughout this week. So we'll need to, work through that, stay focused, and try not to stray away from what we do well, and that's try to pitch and play good defense. Then from there, I think as those 5 guys grow that are in that lineup, just as it took time for Joe Robbins to grow and Thurman to grow, and of course Clem being out, but he took some time to grow. We forget sometimes when veteran players play well how tough it was, especially when we opened up last year, and Marks and Guillory and Gunner. They were so uncomfortable as pitchers, and then the more they went out there, the more they learned how to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And so I think that's the biggest key for us with the 5 guys that are in the lineup right now that have never played Division I baseball. So open up the floor to questions you might have. Yeah. No, we'll probably do that in the morning. Departure time's at 1:45. So usually what you do is you try to get together before departure time and just kind of get a feel for what's going on and then work from there.
This might be too early.
Mm-hmm.
With Hogan Harris, have you made a determination yet whether you might stick with him as a reliever or make him a spot starter on a regular basis?
He'll stay in the bullpen right now. Once we get back to a 5-game week, we might look at it again. We'll look and see where we're at. We kind of wanted to let him have one just so that he could feel what it feels like to start, because it is a different mindset. And he's thrown well out of the bullpen for us right now. And we're in a 4-game week. We got the 4 that we want out there. So he'll stick in the bullpen until we get back to a 5-game week, and then we might look at it again. We'll see.
And how much has Clement's injury kind of hindered you from settling earlier on generally an everyday lineup?
Well, it's hurt a little bit. Our biggest goal with Clem, we try to talk to the hitters, is to spread out his numbers, divide his numbers by 9, not by 1. And we don't want one guy to believe he's got to pick up, all of what he left on the table. But it definitely threw, a curveball at us, if you will, because, it locks down Joe maybe in center, when yet, Joe was able to be moving around in the infield for us. So it has created some issues, I'm not going to lie. But it is what it is, and we have to move forward. And guys have to pick up and spread the stress out throughout the whole lineup, and not just one guy trying to pick up, his role.
Have you seen enough to make a first or third decision on Scenario yet, or is it still early on that?
Well, a lot of what we've been doing there is it goes according to really sometimes the soreness of the labrum on our second baseman, we play him at second, Trosclair. There's some days that his arm would be tender or something, so if we have that, we'll flip over to first base. So sometimes it's not just because we're unsure of Pinero as much as sometimes it's some other reasons, according to arms. But outside of that, we think we have the right players running around out there. I think at Castles and Anchak give us a good, combination versus left versus right hitting. They started a lefty on Sunday, and Anchak had a very good game for us. We wanted Castles to go back out because now with Clem out, Joe might have to stick in center field. So because of that, we wanted him to get back out there and just get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I mean, that's all he is uncomfortable. That's what newness is when you get to the Division I level in any sport. It's trying to get comfortable. So we wanted that. Brian Mills kind of got going a little bit over the weekend. That helped us. We need to get Fontenot going. Hopefully we can get Kennan going. That would definitely help us. And then, late in the game, we do have opportunities. Derek Harrington's a very good center fielder. So we do have opportunities to maybe bring Joe back into the infield if we want and shore ourselves up in the 8th and the 9th maybe if we need to. The other day when we broke open 2 more runs and got it to 4-0, we just wanted to go ahead and stay put where we were and try not to have a knee-jerk reaction to anything. Just, that inning's a lot cleaner if Eric doesn't leave that little spinner behind right there. That's 2 outs. The next guy's out. He's got a clean inning of work, But other than that, we think we have the right guys moving around. Sensley's got his hamstring strained a little bit, so that's what stopped him after the day one of going back out there. So we want that hamstring hopefully to heal back up and hopefully get him either midway or throughout this season to come on like we know he can. That's when you talk about Clem being out, that's another physical hitter right there that can really help us that we need help from.
How is he? You think he's going to be a little while before he can step back in? Or
We hope this weekend. Yeah. He's always had that hamstring that's given him some trouble, and it healed up kind of, and then the other day, sprinting down the line, he kind of tweaked it again. So it's one of those things, hopefully we can try to heal it up, and because we really feel that, especially with Clem down now, we really feel we need another guy that's got presence in the lineup, and he brings us a lot of presence. And we talked about it the other day about how when you're flipping over from junior college, when you're flipping over from high school, it can take everybody different timelines. BT jumps into a big league spring training game the other day and gets 2 knocks. That guy, he gets comfortable pretty quick. He got comfortable here pretty quick. But you can see that, Castles and a couple other guys, it's taking them some time to get a little bit more comfortable. I think that's why we do play better at home, is because you can be more comfortable at home. But they have to learn how to get comfortable out of their box, out of their surroundings on the road.
How impressive have you been with Ponch being comfortable as the true freshman?
He's another one that his bat was ahead of his defending, so that eats up the DH role. That kind of is one of the things that we got caught with Sensley, and that's why we were kind of, when we weren't swinging the bat that well, we sent Sensley out to right field. Both of them are not plus defenders, but they're good hitters, and that was going to give us an opportunity to get another bat in the lineup with Poncho, and because I think Poncho hit left-handed and right-handed pitching. He's a guy that knows where his barrel is. Those guys that know where their barrel is, they turn out to be good hitters. So we're very fortunate. He's so much more comfortable in the box than he is out on the field defending. So right now, that's why we've been kind of DHing him.
this weekend in Troy, it seems like you're opening conference play earlier and earlier every year. Is that a little bit of concern playing conference games this early, or?
You'd like to get maybe one more weekend under your belt if you could. We were starting to kind of go in go in a direction where we knew we were going. When you got a veteran team, I think playing early doesn't matter because you know where you're at. But with us, with 5 of the 9 hitters in the lineup, new players, it is a lot nicer to get that extra weekend under your belt. But everybody's going through it, so it's not that it's unfair to us. Everybody's going through it. We have to be ready, and I'm glad it's on the road because that's the part of this we have to solve. So let's go solve it.
Any more questions? Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.